So you're telling me I should get a home inspection on my own house before I list it for sale? We'll cover that today on Frequently Asked Friday. What is going on? Thank you. Yes, you. Yeah, no, not them, you. Thank you for tuning in this week on Frequently Asked Friday. We're gonna be covering a suggestion that we give to all of our seller clients is to get a home inspection on your own property prior to listing it, and I'll explain to you why we do this. So anytime we sit down with a prospective seller, whether they're ready to sell or they're thinking about selling, we always like to encourage them to get a professional home inspection on their own property before they put it on the market. That's gonna run you anywhere between $400 to $500, depending on the size of your home. So why would we recommend this to our clients? So first and foremost, we don't want to get blindsided. I promise you the worst thing about selling your home, one of the most stressful events when you're selling your home is the home inspection, and the most arduous thing is the home inspection negotiations. They're never fun to start with, but the last thing you want to have happen is you get blindsided with something that's wrong with your home that you were not aware of. You got mold in the crawl space, you got foundation issue, you got wood rot in a place you didn't recommend or you didn't realize, you got a leak in the roof. These are all things that unless you're in your crawl space every day, unless you're in your attic looking at your roof every day, could be currently happening in your home that you're not aware of. So if there's anything like that, it makes the process much less stressful if you can find that out ahead of time. Go ahead and take care of it. And then when you put your home on the market, you've got the peace of mind knowing that, hey, they may find a couple things here and there that my home inspector missed, but there's not going to be any monumental things that I wasn't aware of. So along that same note, point number 2 is it can actually save your transaction. So what we know is that buying and selling is a very stressful event. And a lot of times when buyers are buying the property, they are nervous Nellies. Maybe they got a little buyer's remorse, especially in a market like we have right now in March of 2024, when buyers are having to get very aggressive to put homes under contract. So the last thing you want is a buyer that's looking for a way out of a transaction because they found something that's getting them really nervous. And even if you were to address the problem, they feel like, you know, they're buying a lemon, they're buying a dud, right? So getting that home inspection in advance, getting those repairs done in advance could potentially save you a transaction, which could save you a lot of time. It can also save you a lot of money depending on, you know, holding cost. And hey, that second offer may not always be as good as the first offer that you can receive. The third and final reason why we recommend our clients get a home inspection prior to putting their home on the market is you can typically get repairs done, fixed cheaper, easier, and less stressful if you're doing it yourselves prior to putting on your home on the market. So once you're in a contract, in our template Central Virginia contract, the buyer has the right to request that you have a licensed contractor fix that repair. And a lot of times the repair doesn't necessarily need to be fixed by a licensed contractor. It could be fixed by a handyman. It could be fixed by yourself as the homeowner. But once you get into a contract, realize not only are you addressing the problem at hand, but you're also trying to keep that buyer happy, right? And a lot of times that can be more expensive, more stressful, more arduous because I'm not just fixing the problem, I'm fixing the problem that they want to do it. And in my experience, that's typically not the cheapest way to do it, right? It's the way they want to have done it versus, you know, if you get that repair fixed ahead of time, you get it done the way you want to, you know, certainly get it done in a workmanlike fashion, but you can do it yourself. You can hire an unlicensed handyman and the buyers come in and they're none the wiser because the problem is fixed. Now, last but not least, I do want to give you a disclaimer. In Central Virginia, as a licensed real estate professional, real estate salesperson, if we are made aware of a defect, we have to disclose it. So once you do this home inspection, if you find defects, you either have to fix them or you have to disclose them. The thing that I always tell clients is like, look, you know, if our home inspector found it, more than likely their home inspector is going to find it. So there's very few times where there's a situation where like their home inspector is going to miss it. So it's going to come up again anyway. We might as well go ahead and just get it addressed ahead of time. And then once again, you have that peace of mind of when you put your home on the market, you accept an offer, you know there's not going to be any surprises at the home inspection. Hope that made sense. If you have any questions, yes, you. If you have any questions, no, you, not them, you. Throw it in the comments, shoot me a DM. Would love to get your thoughts. Thanks again for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next week.